على قلبي النديف، عملوا مني إنسان مخيف، ضحكوا على قلبي.
Who is the Synthol man? The Synthol man, in synthesis, is a Stoic man. The Synthol man takes great pride in virtue and self-discipline, as if virtue is to be the best version of yourself as possible, then it will actually be irrational to exclude physical exercise from this mentality. Although no Stoic per se, Socrates said, and I quote, "No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. By the self-discipline and endurance that physical exercise gives, the Synthol man can keep himself as his best version, even when his methods might not be quite ethical. The Synthol man gets comfortable with the discomfort of his haters, whom he has no control of their comments, and actively chooses to not give his energy to them, letting us see a great understanding of the wisdom Stoic trait, and instills discipline to keep his physical shape for self-worthiness. Nevertheless, the Synthol man also takes the Stoic meditations from Marcus Aurelius to cope with the intolerance we see in the video. And I quote, "Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with intemperance, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil. But for my part, I have long perceived the nature of good and its nobility, the nature of evil and its meanness, and also the nature of the culprit himself. Therefore, none of these things can injure me, for nobody can implicate me in what is degrading." The Synthol man, as we can see, is met with the insolence of his enemies, but rather than mimicking their actions by inflicting anger and energy into this act, the Synthol man rather chooses just not to care. In a similar manner, the Synthol man chooses to show love and compassion to their enemies, approaching in some sense the beauty philosophy seen in Sigalovara Sutta by Buddha, being the ill will and hostility one of the hindrances that doesn't allow us to reach the stages of awakening. Finally, the Synthol man keeps on his way, as one could say, flowing like water, as a Taoist would actually do. The Synthol man shows the teachings of the Taoist philosophy by greeting what comes and saying farewell to what goes. From the teachings of a Taoist perspective, the Synthol man allows to see that, that he himself understands the impermanence of the things that he has, and for that he doesn't become attached to the things that happen to him. In synthesis, the Synthol man shows us the traits of a complete man, a man who shall not act upon his emotions, treat his enemies with loves, understand the impermanence of life, and is virtuous and stoic. The Synthol man finds within himself the power of completeness. He just needs to stop taking Synthol. Thank you for watching.
عندي قوة ألف راجل بس الطيب مفتيش، ضحكوا على قلبي النديف، عملوا مني إنسان مخيف.